Welcome back, students. Today we're going to keep talking about keys to success. So if you'll remember yesterday we were reading the social studies big book about how we can do the right thing. And at the beginning it talked about a citizen, how a citizen is a member of a community. So I made a little poster to help us remember. A citizen is a member of a community. And you might be asking yourself, what is a community? So I've got a little poster for that too. A community is a group of people who live, work, or do things together. So a group of people who live together. So a community could be your neighborhood, or it could be bigger, like our county of Arlington, right? The Arlington community. A group of people who work together. So at school, the teachers are doing teacher work and the students are doing work as students. So the school is a community. And even now when we're online, we're an online school community. By the way, remember, I hope you wore your Key School Spirit shirt today. And it could be a group of people who do things together. So if on the weekend you go with your family to worship, maybe you go to church or to synagogue, or that would be like your church community or your temple community. Or maybe if you volunteer with your family, if you go together somewhere to volunteer, that's a community too. So a community is a group of people who live, work, or do things together. So today I'm going to read this book for you about about being a good citizen. And right on the cover, because I got a sneak peek at, right, I see a girl and she has like a box full of, oh, I wonder if those are things to recycle. I see a can and some plastic bottles. Okay, and let's take a look on the back. Oh, there's something interesting on the back that I'll point out to you. Sometimes a book, both information books and storybooks, could be part of a series, right? A series, that means books that are connected to each other because of what they're about, or maybe the characters, right? So there can be series of information books, and sometimes on the back of a book, whether it's an information book or a storybook, they'll have little pictures of the other books in the series, right? Because they want to encourage you to try the other books in the series. Okay, so let's see, being a good citizen, and she's doing recycling. I'm wondering if this is going to be about how you can be a good citizen, like the actual different things you can do to show you're a good citizen. Let's see. Being a Good Citizen by John Serrano. Oh, I see something interesting right here. This, I wonder if you remember, I think you might have learned a little about this in kindergarten. It's a table of contents. Okay, a table of contents. Take a closer look at the table of contents. Remember, it usually tells what it's going to be about and the page. So, what does a good citizen do? Starts on page 2. How can you be a good citizen at home? It's on page 4. How can you be a good citizen at school? Starts on page 8. How can you be a good citizen in your town? Starts on page 12. Okay, here we go. I see a bunch of smiling kids. Oh, there's the header, so we know that this is all going to be about what does a good citizen do. A good citizen helps other people. A good citizen cares about other people too. Good citizens are kind and tell the truth. They work hard and respect others. So I see some kids washing cars, washing dishes, being a good sport, and doing the good work in school. You can see the pictures. How can you be a good citizen at home? You can be a good citizen by helping at home. You can wash the dishes and sweep the floor. Look at this boy. He is a good citizen. He helps take care of his dog. Sure enough, I can see him putting food in the dog dish, and there's some little writing here with an arrow, like a label explaining the photograph. And you know what? In an information book, a label to explain the photograph is called a caption. So the caption says, "This boy is helping at home." There's his dog, and there he is helping. So was our sneak peek correct? If we stop and think, because reading is thinking, and we check our sneak peek, is this actually giving examples to show us how to be a good citizen? It is, isn't it? And they're examples showing children, right? So we can really imagine that you guys can do this. You can be a good citizen. It's not just a grown-up thing, right? It's for kids. All of us can be good citizens. You can be kind to your brothers and sisters. You can also use kind words when you speak. Please and thank you are kind words. And here's a caption. These sisters get along well. So there are some friends, and there are some sisters having a nice hug. How can you be a good citizen at school? Oh, what do you think they're going to say? Maybe raise your hand. You can be a good citizen by following the rules. You can wait your turn to speak. You can listen to what other people say. A good citizen listens to the teacher too. Here's the caption explaining the photograph. Students who listen are good citizens. You can follow rules in the halls too. You can speak softly in the halls. You can walk instead of run. A good citizen works hard to keep the school safe and clean. Here's another caption. Good citizens are proud of their school. How can you be a good citizen in your town? You can be a good citizen by showing that you care about your town. Or for us, I guess it would be our county, right? Because we're a county here in Arlington. You can help keep the town clean. A good citizen makes less trash. These good citizens pick up trash. So there she has some recycling like we saw on the cover. Actually, it's a different girl, but it still looks like she's collecting recycling, and there's some boys picking up trash. You can help people in your town. Some people do not have enough food and clothing. A good citizen collects food and clothing for people who don't have enough. These good citizens give food to people who don't have enough. So there they're collecting some clothing, and here, food. You can be a good citizen in many places. You can be a good citizen everywhere you go. And there they're being kind to the animal, and also this person is helping the child in the wheelchair. So, am I just going to toss that aside and go? No, because I always want to do something at the end of the book, right? And you know what I want to do here is I'm really making a connection to when we're learning about what a community is. Remember, a community is a group of people who live, work, or do things together. And in this book, they have different communities, right? So it's like this is a community of friends, maybe in a neighborhood. And look, I mean, there's so many examples of communities in this book. Like these boys are on the same team, right? So that's a community, like your team, like Little League. And here, in these pictures are at school. So these are pictures showing our community at school. And then these pictures are showing our community in our where we live, but bigger than our neighborhood, in our county. They were using the example town, but I like to think of it as our county, like in Arlington. And in Arlington, we do these different things. We recycle, right? And we don't leave trash. And some families volunteer to do like food drives. At Key School, we do that. Sometimes we collect food for people who need more food or clothes. And families do that too. So this book is all about being a good citizen in all the communities that we live, work, play in, and do things together in, right? Anyway, I hope you have a nice afternoon, and that's all for Keys to Success, and I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to wash your hands, cover your coughs and sneezes, do some reading and some writing, help your family around the house. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.